Hello! What is going on? Welcome, YouTubers and YouTubettes, to my weekly live stream where I bring you just the absolute greatest that entertainment has to offer. I give you nothing less, okay? I greatly appreciate anybody who's tuning in live or who might be watching later, some other day, apropos of nothing, apropos of absolutely nothing. Yeah, thanks again for being here. And welcome, as the title implies. We will be diving deep into Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty, the sequel to Metal Gear Solid 1, which came out in September of 1998. We just played the remake that came out in March of 2004, the Twin Snakes, made by Silicon Knights, who had previously done Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, a GameCube exclusive. It's kind of a horror game. They took the whole game and remade it from the ground up based on this game, Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. The same, character models, lots of similar mechanics. And it was actually later that year, 8 months after the Twin Snakes came out in 2004, that we got Metal Gear Solid 3, which I hope to be playing as well on this channel at some point in the future. But we can't get ahead of ourselves, right? We're here to talk about Metal Gear Solid 2, the sons of the Liberty. If you have not already, you should definitely go check out my 3-part stream where I play through the original, or rather the remake of the original. It's a little different from the first game, right? The first game was made for the PlayStation 1 from the late 90s, and so it's pretty lo-fi games back then. 3D games, to be specific, were really cutting edge. Real-time 3D graphics was some brand new stuff, especially on a consumer device that is affordable for regular people to be able to go and buy, right? that kind of hardware. The PlayStation 1 made this possible, unlike its competition at the time, the Nintendo 64. PlayStation 1 made this possible by doing really fast, quick, approximate math to do all of the 3D calculations. And so as a result, it looks pretty rough around the edges. I think that the game has kind of a timeless art style, you know. I really love the the green, the techie kind of look of that game, right? The vector style of a lot of those graphics. But it does also shoot for sort of a realistic, portrayal, not just the world that it's grounded in, but the look of the characters and the place that they inhabit. You know, it's all very realistic, and that's the kind of stuff that hasn't really aged very well. I didn't grow up really with a PlayStation 1 or that type of graphics, so I don't have like a personal affinity for it. And actually, really, I grew up with the GameCube, and so I think the Twin Snakes is a bit more my speed, right? Um, but to really appreciate the sequel, Metal Gear Solid 2, you just have to remember how, the game looked back then. I want to say rudimentary. At the time, it was still fairly impressive, but that's what made Metal Gear Solid 2's reveal even more impressive. Definitely go, if you ever have a moment and find yourself interested, check out the original trailer at E3 2000 for Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, the reveal that Konami had. I think it's one of the best reveals of a video game, really, because it does a great job of setting the stage of like the game, uh, what the gameplay will actually be like, right? Um, it's not just cinematic. It's not talking about like the story per se. You can really see it. The splash screen for Metal Gear Solid 2 is flashing on my body here, but it does a great job of like explaining to you as a prospective buyer of the game, as somebody who's going to play it, like what is the game actually like, right? What's the gameplay going to be like? You know, obviously it benefits from the fact that Metal Gear Solid 1 already exists. It's a sequel, but still we get to, see what kinds of advancements and upgrades we expect, not just to mention the graphics. Um, but not only that, the trailer itself encompasses a lot of what we're going to be playing today in the opening level of the game. That opening level was given as a demo on another Konami published, Kojima produced game, Zone of the Enders, uh, which you could go buy and, go play the demo for the new Metal Gear Solid 2 on it, right? Really similar to The Waterboy is what that makes me think of. The Waterboy Adam Sandler movie that famously in theaters premiered with the first ever trailer for the Star Wars prequel, Episode 1, right? The Phantom Menace. You could go see Waterboy at theaters just to go see the trailer, and many people did. Again, nascent internet time back then, right? You couldn't really stream video over the internet very easily, so that was the best way to go find something like that, right? But it kind of did drive up sales for a movie like The Waterboy. Definitely, I think Zone of the Enders really got its niche in popularity because of this Metal Gear Solid 2 demo that the disc shipped with, right? But it really let people play the trailer that they had seen at E3, the year prior, right? This isn't just like, something we're trying to sell you on, like we're not making it up. You can really go play it, right? Um, so I think it's a really neat trailer that is also a really good demo. And today we are going to basically be playing it. So uh, I don't mean to keep blabbing. I mean, I do mean to keep blabbing. It's my show, and I'm going to keep blabbing, okay? I'm going to blab as much as I want, and hopefully you're here to, in part at least, see me, listen to me blab. So we are going to flip over to the game here. Let me just... Whoa! And then we gotta unmute the game audio. Hoo-yah! All right, here we are. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. This is the HD edition, which came out in 2011, so just about 10 years exactly after the original came out. And then recently it came out for the first time on PC. Well, I shouldn't say that. It did get a quite rudimentary, not very great PC port back in the day when it originally launched, but now it's available on Steam. It's available on Xbox, as it was with the HD remaster. It's available on PlayStation 4 and 5. It's available on Nintendo Switch. Definitely go check it out if you find yourself at all interested. Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and an emulated copy of the original Metal Gear Solid 1 on PlayStation, I believe. Those are all available now on all those platforms. This is the Steam version, based on the remaster that Bluepoint made in 2011, which is a really good remaster of the game. Obviously, there are all sorts of little differences between all these different versions. This Steam version does have a couple snags, you know, a limited rendering resolution and just some other quirks that PC gamers like me would find to be kind of unforgivable mistakes, but that's what mods are for, so don't worry. This game is also modded to heck, so that we get to be playing a more pure version of the game. We'll get into some of those details as we go, but real quick, this is also based on the Substance re-release that came out on Xbox. I know, there's just so much. Why do I start the game? I could just sit here and talk forever. But there's a couple extras that came with the Substance version, like some VR missions, just like the Integral release of Metal Gear Solid 1. Under Special here, there's the previous story, so we can read the New York Mirror. Basically a review of Natasha Romanenko's book, where she tells all about what happened at Shadow Moses. So we all remember Natasha from the last game, right? And this just kind of goes over, we've got 10 pages worth of diving deep into the book that she wrote from All Booked Up, the New York Mirror. And then, I guess, after you read that, then you can read the shocking conspiracy behind Shadow Moses, which I'd love to do, but oh my gosh, it's 129 pages long. Okay, well, I'll do that in my free time. You can go do that on your own. But, I mean, basically, it's just a recap of the previous story, and of course, tons of foreshadowing about what's to come. All right? So let's get on with the game, right? We are going to do Tanker Plant. We'll get into a bit more of that detail later. We'll do the normal difficulty. I guess we could do hard. I don't know. We'll do normal. I'm not going to overthink it too much. The radar types. Either the radar does or doesn't appear during intrusion view. Or you can just turn it off, period. I think I'm going to do type 2. Up the stakes a little bit, but I'm not going to pretend like I'm an expert, okay? Just to be clear, this didn't actually happen.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
There's our guy, as always, smoking a cigarette. I guess, you know, it's kind of a stressful moment, right? This is a good time to be taking one last drag. I'm sure he'll have some in his inventory, but look at all this heavy post-processing effects, all that bloom. That's enough of that. It's time to get down to business. T-posing off the George Washington Bridge. Gary Gregson Williams. This is too much. In the best way possible. He looks so good. He looks fantastic in this
Our
art.
boy, he's right on schedule.
No! So what, he has 2 arms now?
He'll know soon enough.
How did this happen? Luke Skywalker stuff? Like... the myth, the legend, Hideo Kojima. Now this looks slick. This looks so slick. You know what? I think it's time for a codec call.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
What is up,
Loud and clear,
Otacon?
Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
Kept you
The
waiting,
stealth camo's
huh?
busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in
Yeah.
touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
We like
Diverting
melee.
toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it's sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to
Too
work.
true.
You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
Amphibious.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
Yep. Ooh.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new
reconnaissance,
prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
I am not a terrorist.
Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
Still fringe, Otacon. Okay,
All right, let's look at your gear.
let's take a look.
Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what
It's
part of
moving
the
so
body is
fast.
hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake? Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
Classic.
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
Okay. Almost. Huh? Wow.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake.
Earth to
These are nice,
Snake.
upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
Oh no! He's not paying attention. Submarine.
Looks like
Not
we're not
good.
the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U.
Hmm?
Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair.
Just in case it wasn't clear enough. Oh no, he is Russian!
I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him
Nice bit.
ASAP.
I'm on
That's
it.
a perfect shot. Man, Snake looks so good. So look at this, like, not just, well-defined face now, but he's got eyes that move,
Looks like the tanker's theirs now.
mouth that moves.
Ka-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka?
We'll zoom in on the ear.
Cam-off chopper, right? Killer whale.
Oh. Time for another
We
cutaway.
need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
Yeah.
This isn't like Shadow
trust
Moses.
him.
Reach me if anything happens.
I don't have to
The
trust
frequency's
him like me.
141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Will he still give
Got
me
it.
some Chinese
I'll be waiting
proverbs?
just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Okay. All right, man. Here we freaking are. It's time, dude. Woo! So exciting. It's time to screw around. Okay, so this is let me just pause the game. Oh, here's the codec. Okay. And we save. Let's call him again and see what happens. I love. Look at
Snake,
the
switch
the
to
fully
first-person
animated.
view and look at the upper decks. See the
talking heads
sentries?
here.
Take them out in
And
first-person
you can
view
use the
before they see you.
thumbsticks to
Change to
screw around with the
first-person
camera.
view
You
with a
get
weapon
bored.
selected. Once you aim your weapon with the weapon button, you're ready to attack
Fun,
in
right?
first-person view. Using the first-person attack allows you to shoot high or low. You can aim for the enemy's head or even feet.
LT
feet.
and RT let you strafe during first-person attacks.
Oh, you can clearly
You can
tell they
crouch
had to
too with the crawl button.
Once you've
re-record some of
mastered all
those
the
lines.
moves, you'll be able to do things like jump out from concealment, fire at a target, and then drop out of the enemy's view again.
Okay, so yeah, they really did like blitz through in the opening just some of the ways that you can interact. It's kind of a little difficult. I suppose we should probably save, right?
Do you want to save, Snake?
Yes, please. Our first save. Oh. All right.
Snake, you of course know the saying,
Yes.
one for all
Yes.
for
Give
one.
me. Give
What
me.
is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared.
Thank you, Otacon.
It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway, it means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Yes.
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Thank
Great.
you, Otacon. Terrific. I also love in this remaster that we get button prompts for my DualSense that I'm playing with here.
Time to save?
Except press that button and...
Oh, you're not gonna save. Well, okay. Just let me know when you need to.
I always forget. I have to press the left side of the tab. Oh, wait, what?
Oh, you need to save? Just a second.
No, sorry.
Look, Snake. This frequency is for saving only.
I know, I'm
Remember?
sorry. I'm figuring out the controls. Alright, sorry. The controls were wrong. Okay! Look at this, man. This crazy, excellent-looking rain effect is terrific. Again, this is early days for the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, right? So, not like they figured out how to squeeze everything out of the console. And yet, this still was running at 60 FPS on the PS2, which is very impressive. So, Snake looks great. Let's get in our first-person view here. We got a guy up here already. And what do we have in our inventory? Just this M9 tranquilizer. And over here, camera and life form detecting sensors. So just like before, it'll vibrate the controller when people are nearby. And then cigarettes. Bad for you. As well as the camera. Press square for photos, zoom in with circle, zoom out with X. Zone 1 and R1 to scroll left or right. Man, does this game look good. It's such a high resolution. The HD collection originally ran at 720p on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. But now we can get this going all the way up to even 4K or thanks to mods, whatever weird arbitrary resolution you want to try running at. So, let's get this show on the road, huh? Oh, I clearly don't know what I'm doing. You wanna, yeah, sorry, it's squared at me. Now, a lot of this we're kind of used to from the Twin Snakes, right? Like all this first-person aiming, and I mean, like the quality of the character models. Like I'm saying, dude, Snake looks so good in this, and this to me is kind of the quintessential solid Snake look. Got him right in the head. So there's one. Let's see if we can get this here. But a couple key changes from the last game. In this one, bodies don't really disappear. Whereas in the last one, they would, pretty much instantaneously, I guess not quite instantaneously leave, but hello?
Snake, go through that door into the ship's interior. Push the action button down in front of the door and wait until the door opens before letting go. If you need to open the door faster, hit the action button repeatedly while you turn the handle. Make sure you keep doing it until the door's open.
But yeah, bodies will kind of stick around. Let's try to get those AP points around, actually. So one of the key changes, like in this game, is we kind of have to worry about where bodies are located. We can pick bodies up and move them around. Again, I think in the Twin Snakes, you could do a little bit of that, but it was mostly just for fun, right? There weren't a lot of gameplay mechanics built around that functionality, so let's see. Figure out how to square is how we'll put these bodies up. Okay, now here's another really excellent addition in this game. Oh, here we go, Rash. You can see it pretty easily here. The reflections on the deck of the ship here are fantastic. And you can even see Snake himself in the reflection, right? And the way they did this was by basically having some, duplicating the geometry in kind of a rudimentary fashion underneath the map. So you can see underneath, the floor here, so to speak. These tanks are a little bit lower res, maybe lower poly, but they're basically replicated, right? So we're kind of walking on like a semi-transparent texture, this floor, and then everything else is duplicated underneath to give it that reflection. But man, does it go a long way. Like it really adds to the atmosphere here. The sound is great. All of this particle effect of all of the rain flying around, it looks fantastic. And just like, a complete generation above, what we had previously with Metal Gear Solid 1, right? Alright, some Phantasm. If we look out over here, we can see there's a pretty rudimentary skybox out here with just this sort of skyline that we're going by. The other thing is Snake himself is not really a very high poly character model, right? Here we go. Chaff grenade, nice. So we can press the action button triangle to hop over these. Snake looks pretty good. But yeah, it's mostly the texture work that makes him look so good, I would say. But they don't waste a lot of their polygon budget on a model like Snake, or any of these other character models, really, because that allows them to, instead use that on other parts of the game, right? But a lot of PS2 games back then, they were like, developers were just wowed by how many polygons they could play with now versus before. Don't mind if I do. So you'll see other games will have a lot more polygons for especially these main characters, whereas here, they look a bit different. Look at me, I got rain coming off me. Some pool of water here that I'm stepping through, and then you can see I got footprints still, just like we're used to, and now my controller's vibrating because we can see there's a enemy just up to the left here, right? Let's get our gun ready. Oh? So check that out, right? Now we can see shadows of characters, and of course characters can see our shadow. Ooh, close one. Got him. Alright, let's find a place to store this guy, huh? What is in here? Not sure I want to go in there yet. What's in here? And another enemy. Alright, let's go this way. Man, I'm so excited to be playing this. I really have not played this since I think I first played it, which was like in college. Which, as you know, was just such a long time ago for me, so... I feel like a locker or something. This guy's probably gonna turn around, right? Alright, now let's see if we can figure out how to put the weapons away before we use them. Maybe I can just shoot them from here. No, a little too tight. I'll just wait. Alright. Oh. Alright. Gotta be quick, right? I think we'll just leave him there. Okay. Well, no good place to hide any of these bodies, but still, this isn't really this place. Like if the cops called on me, right? I need to make sure the bodies aren't just laying out in the open. Another really important advancement, so to speak, in these games is that the levels are still pretty tightly constrained, right? And that allows them to do a lot more within the level. Oh? And he's gone. Hopefully he's coming back. Eventually pass out, right? There we go. Okay, how do I... Oh, that's right. We gotta click in on the left stick. That's how we do it. Put the weapon away. Alright, great. So yeah, you basically want to make sure you hit them in the head. Otherwise, as you can see here, I got him in the shoulder. It took him a bit longer to pass out, which is okay. Ooh, here we go. We get some beautiful women courtesy of FHM. Thank you very much. Is that typical of ships like this to have that kind of art around? Alright, let's get this guy in behind the bar here. Ammo? For me? Yes. Great. Okay. Now don't worry, we've got lots of dynamic objects here. Like these bottles, which have multiple breakpoints on them, so if you shoot them somewhere, they'll shatter in a somewhat realistic fashion. And even, yeah, as far as like the ice cubes here, right? Whee! This guy up, drop him here. He'll give us something. Or not. There we go. Okay, now look at this. The ice cubes are melting! I mean, isn't that adorable? That's fun, right? Magazines, television, also realistic. Oh, I'm feeling a buzz. Oh yeah, we see on the minimap there. There's somebody nearby. Alright, keep that in mind. What about, is there anything over here? No, there's this photo on the wall. This takes us somewhere? Cruise quarters, starboard. Alright. Another one. Let's take a look at what's in here. Alright, we got some lockers here, so let's bring this guy inside, right? This stuff is just so much more my speed, right? Oh my gosh. Walking backwards and stuff. But yeah, getting myself into positions like this, you know, sticky situations, I love it. Oh, locked. This one's open. Here, you can have it. I really like, yeah, not just, you know, sneaking around people, but like you take them out, you gotta hide the bodies, stuff like that. Ooh, look at that! Achievement unlocked. Put an enemy in a locker. I'm gonna be earning lots of achievements today, I bet. Look at this. Okay. Time for another fantastic Metal Gear Solid moment.
This reminds me of when we first met.
I was the one inside the locker that time. We're equal now, huh?
Not unless I wet my pants.
That's a low blow, Snake.
Oh, yeah, whoa. All right. Anything else here? This makes me feel like I should be playing on hard, right? Okay. Then we also had this, right? Oh, that's to go outside, right? Okay. So let's just go the opposite way. Actually, first, before we get too far, let's have a toast. A sparkling frost, a black raspberry to mark this special occasion. So, bottoms up. And the devil laughs, as they say. Alright. Let's keep it going. Taking out lots of guys, remained unseen so far. Ooh. Puddle here. Bit of water. Got some footprints going. And another door outside. Alright, well. Let's open this up and see where it leads us. Whoa! Put that in my pocket. Can we talk to Otacon about what you think?
Snake, that door is probably busted. Try the other ones.
I love Otacon's calmer demeanor in this game. Oh, no, this time I actually do want to save.
Oh, Snake, you want to save?
Yes, please. Things are going pretty well so far, right?
Okay.
Another proverb.
There's a saying that goes, even a bird on high dies a glutton's death, as do the fish of the deeps. The lesson is, don't be greedy. The fish that belonged to a family called the Deeps died from overfeeding, and so did a bird that got high on something, probably fermented fruit.
Okay, if you say so.
I do, Snake.
I do.
Don't take unnecessary risks just because you're greedy for more items.
Well,
remember the Deep family's fish.
His heart's in the right place, and that's what matters. All right. So this leads us outside, right? Sounds like it. We on the aft deck. So what's up with this? Didn't I take you out already? These guys come back after I take them out? Or is this a new guy? So I get maybe... is that the same broken door or a different one? I'm not quite sure. Oh, look at that. He tried to put on his night vision goggles. No chance, Buster. So yeah, I guess everybody did come back. Oh. I just want him to come back. He's behind the freaking... There we go. Alright. Well, there's not really much else going on out here, so we should probably go back inside. But then these people came back too, right? So, oh, that was blocked off. Yes, we've been in there. We did all of this. I appreciate that. When I get out to aim, it does kind of snap me at the enemy, so I'm not spending most of my time just trying to line up a shot. Can we go up here, or is this blocked off too? Oh, not blocked off. All right, let's go. Oh? Cameras again? I'm gonna call out a cop.
Time to save?
Oh wait, I mean,
Okay, see you.
sorry. That was the wrong previous. Oh my gosh,
You
I
wanna
didn't do
save,
that.
Snake?
I didn't do that. I don't even know how that happened.
Hang in there.
Alright. Down. Oop, that was already set.
Snake, there's a surveillance camera in place. Once you're in its field of view, an alarm will go off. You can't afford to be seen. You can also use the chaff grenade to set up some electronic interference. The
Yep.
camera will be ineffective for a while.
Or I could just
There's a
take
blind
out the
spot
camera.
right beneath the camera. Use it to buy some time.
I'm guessing maybe my tranquilizer dart won't do much for it. Yeah, nothing. Makes sense. But it looks like I can just... Oh. Uh-oh. No! Well, the Kona Vision really did make me think I could just walk through. Okay, so yeah, check this out. Now things are a little different, right? We've got kind of an intermediary stage. Chaff grenades for myself here. Fit this guy inside. And here is the other staircase we can go up, right? Rations are full, if you can believe it. I gotta make some compromises for the stream, right? So my face is covering the life bar, which you can't always see. It's probably the least important of all of the corners. But let's see if I can remember to keep you, the viewer, informed on what my life is. Lots of people up here, huh? Another camera.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
Yeah.
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right. There aren't that many infrared beams. Maybe you can get past those without setting off the explosives. If you need to see exactly where the beams are, you can use the usual method. There's a fire extinguisher over there. Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing chemicals.
All right. Oh, but first, whoa. Well, we'll let him figure that out. Maybe he'll walk through and blow himself up. Who knows? Okay. Waiting on him to pass out, but another camera. In case I'm inattentive. Another ration. Really losing a lot of life. All these guys died, and here I am doing the liberty of keeping these guys alive. Not fair, if you ask me. Something under the table. that's good to know. USP ammo. I don't really know what that is. Okay. So they're saying, hey, shoot the fire extinguisher. And you can see where the lasers are, so I can avoid them. Like so. Alright. Beautiful. Uh-oh. Shoot. Well, shoot. I've got a cold. Nick just sneezed because he's got a cold. Need to find some medicine, otherwise I'll be giving up my location. Oh, I tried to get in there. Going upstairs. Alright, here we are. Bridge of the ship. Not good, right? What's this?
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Exactly great chopper flying. There he go. Okay. Well, whatever. I still have a job to do. Hello?
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
I'm looking at it.
No.
35 degrees
Can't use
longitude, latitude around 58.
Does that
More
mean
than
something to you?
500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic.
No, the Bermuda
So
Triangle.
the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal.
Oh. Hello? Oh, now I have to figure out what's going on. Sorry, the cap flew off of my sparkling frost. This is more important. Alright. Whew, again, look at these gorgeous reflections. Alright, so I can't pick up the USB ammo anyway, because I don't have that weapon. That makes sense. And I guess we'll go outside. There's really nothing else to interact with here, right? Can't go out that way, though. To open the door, I have to, like, repeatedly tap the triangle button, the action button. My bandana goes crazy in the wind. Love that.
Shalashashka has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are
Father and
carrying
daughter?
my grandchild?
Oh my gosh. Pregnant?
You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
What a setup.
Damn it.
He's right. Get out of here. Come on.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now!
Not the move I would have made, but maybe he heard.
Toss your gun
She was
overboard,
pregnant.
slowly.
Whee.
A woman. Show your face.
What?
You
Okay,
men,
so
you're
you
all
didn't
the
know
same.
she was pregnant.
Who are you?
Are you paying attention?
We are nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too.
I'm a nomad. He's from Alaska.
What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it.
Oh, she'll toss it all right.
Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing.
Whoop. Wasn't planning on that though.
It stopped raining.
Lucky us.
Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
This place is awesome. He was not expecting that. He does not like New York. He's an Alaska guy. He's an Anchorage
And that brings
guy.
our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice either.
Oh! Alright, it's boss time. It's boss baby. Want to call Otacon? See if he has anything to say?
Snake, you're not the only one with a gun. If you don't take cover, you'll get hurt. Hide behind something. She
Yes,
may be
sir.
hiding too, but you have a clear shot whenever she decides to attack. Use the first-person view attack.
Alright.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents.
Did love bloom
The
there?
unit is my life, my family. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit.
I am
Nothing
no
else
one.
matters to me.
So look, we got fun, dynamic objects, like, oh,
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
alright, I was trying. It's kind of surprising that I'm still out there. I'm not holding down square. I'm gonna peek out alongside somewhere. Like that. Come here. Whee! Look at this. Huh? Neat, right? I don't really know if it has like a gameplay advantage, but... Oh. I know, right? Okay, alright. That one hit. So yeah, you can kind of see that underneath my life bar, she has her own life bar. And it's stacked. The blue on top is like the health, and the bottom, the purple one is her stamina. So you can take her out not just with weapons, but also with like, tranquilizer poison, right? Woo! How cool! Oh my gosh! And then she shot at the light. Whoa, this is crazy! Now it's in my eyes, and it's so hard to aim, and this game is so dynamic. Uh-oh. Yeah, sorry. I got one of my 5 rations now, right? Oh my gosh, again? Shut out the light. Now we're back in action. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Darn it. I thought I had it. Hit her that time? I don't think I did. Good lord. One of these has to hit her, right? There we go. Hit her that one. Almost done. Couple hits left, I think. That one did not hit. Ow. How did that not hit her? Shoot. The head is probably just one hit away now. Moving so slow. Ow. Come on. One of these will hit. Oh my gosh. Come here. Oh man. No, wait. Not doing it. Whoa. How are these not hitting? That one has to have landed. Wasting all my rations. How are these not landing? Alright, so that one definitely hit, but I guess it didn't count. That's alright. Still got a roll of the ration. We'll be alright. There we go. Alright. All good, all good. Whew. Wasted a lot of rations on that, but hey, I got the achievement, and that's what it's all about. All about them Chivos. We out here achievement hunting. So we heard her say, well, I guess we heard her dad say that she is pregnant. But I guess Snake didn't hear that because it's on the other side of the conversation. He was surprised later to see that she was a girl, so we'll just go ahead and say he didn't know that she was pregnant when he did this.
Cypher.
Tell me more.
Otacon. The ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You
What?
do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel.
Look at this.
He's the one Ocelot
This
was
is
supposed
new,
to meet
huh?
up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
Oh, Army Cipher T.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
Oh,
What?
here we go.
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I was just so excited.
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents.
That's what
I
stepsister
only
means.
knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So,
Well, you
The
only knew her for
sender
2
of the
years.
tip was EE.
E.E.?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah,
Right.
It just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Really no one.
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I
Why-
did
why
break
would
into
Emma
the
know?
Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
Maybe
I've got a
screwed
light-equipped
up.
USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
I hear you. All right. Don't worry, she's just sleeping. Dog tags. This is a new mechanic in this game. Each of the people have dog tags that you can pick up and collect. Basically, that's pretty much it. I guess it's the kind of thing you would, write around like getting an achievement, but again, not like there were really a lot of achievements back in the day. But it's an interesting, like, bragging right. I'm gonna sound like a youngin' when I say this, but some of these I just don't really understand bragging rights like that built around something that nobody else can really see, right? Alright, let's take care of this guy. Pacing around in circles. Did we get hit by that? I could get hit by that. Oh, there we go. He's going down. He's going down. Alright. Anything else up here? Whee! It doesn't seem like it. Man, just look at these beautiful reflections. They look so good. Alright. And yeah, how about these particle effects, right? Like all over Snake to kind of make it look like rain is bouncing off of him. The longer you stare at it, the more like obviously fake it looks, but I mean you see it here too on all these physical objects, and it goes a long way to just adding to the atmosphere. We're not just seeing like kind of the rain pelt down, but we actually see it hitting the different objects, right? Pretty awesome. Alright, and then 9 bullets. Don't you have some dog tags for me? No? I'm not too sure how this works though. I thought like the more you mess with them, then the more likely they'd be to wake up. You'd see some of the Z's disappear from over their heads, but I guess not. I don't know, so who has dog tags then? Not everybody has a dog tag? Alright, let's go in here. This is where we were before, right? I thought I saw another door. I could be wrong. I want to go double check though. This is how we went outside originally. Oh, okay. Never mind. That is the same door. My mistake. Okay. we're trying to go down, right, to see the Metal Gear. Still have this explosive.
Oh, what's that?
No, you didn't see anything. Wait a second. Wait 2 seconds. It's not gonna move from this spot. Explode something. No, luckily not. All right. And, oh, I actually do have a handgun now. Right, okay. So I can use this now to shoot at this. Well, first, let's just, one more time, for old time's sake, right? We can shoot the fire extinguisher to view where the lasers are, but we can also just shoot the electronics to disarm the bomb. But we don't have a silencer for this gun, right? We can find a suppressor, it looks like, but we don't actually have one. Oh, and I'm sneezing too. I need some medicine. I haven't found anything like that, so. Just more bandages. Shoot. I was hoping. Alright, I'll take that if you don't mind. I'll bring this guy back there. Oh man, what a good looking game. This game's aged so well. Alright, is there anything under here? More USB ammo? Okay, I'll take that for sure. I have 29 to 46 bullets. I don't really know if I need more M9 ammo. I think that's what's under this table. I saw it earlier. Yeah, there's even more USB ammo under that camera, but it's in a pain. I only have 3 chaff grenades, so I kind of want to save those. Okay, well, where am I going? I'm still just continuing to explore, I guess, to try and get to the lower levels of the ship, right? Better not sneeze. Is there still... Bless you. Is there still a guy in here? No, he's disappeared. I guess that was the guy. Another ration. Don't mind if I do. I guess I have to go this way, though. So I guess I will use my chaff grenade. Let's use this chaff grenade. Alright, really quickly, let's see if we can get this guy into the locker. Oh, I gotta be a little slow, huh? Well, let's make it. Oh yeah, look at that. That was gorgeous. Alright. What is down here? And by the way, I'm still sneezing. Can't guy out. Another guy here. Ooh, close one. Alrighty. Can't go in there. I'm gonna start fishing all of these dead bodies for some. Actually, not dead bodies. All these sleeping bodies for some medicine. Oh, there is a locker here. I didn't even notice. I was searching for one last time I was down there. You don't really have anything to give me? You stink. Alright, well, you can go in here. I love this, dude. Love hiding bodies in lockers. Just makes me... I'm way more into this game, I feel like. Okay, so this is the lounge. We were also in before. Yeah, it hit at me. You can just barely see it. Right? Oh, there it goes. Alright, okay. You got any medicine for me? No. Just bullets. These soldiers should be prepared for anything. Alright, let's go move this guy behind the bar. You just never know. Ugh, Snake once again getting himself into another compromised position. Well, look at that. The ice bucket is still tipped over. Even though the bottles we broke are now still here. Well, check this out, huh? I mean, woo-wee. That kind of makes it all worth it, right? So, where did we go last time? Go in here? Yeah, I think we did. Let's see, that leads us outside. Don't really know what's here. Oh, and then there's this room. We've already been all through this, but... Oh. Another poster of a beautiful woman. I didn't notice that last time. I gotta start taking my time around here, huh? Can't go in there. I'm not trying to jinx anything, but I haven't sneezed in a while. Another ration. Oh. My life is full though, right? Yeah, I can't even use it. Alright, well, good problem to have. Nothing in here. Okay. Look at those glutes, you know, like the suit just defines them so well. Like, do you think they really look that good out of the suit, or is it the suit that's making them look so good? Another ration. Don't need that. You got anything else for me? Alright. Into the locker you go. I guess there's really no reason for me to be doing any of this stuff. I just immediately leave the vicinity. But really, I just want to see if any of these people have medicine. I don't want to be caught with my pants down. With my nose up. Okay, so let's go down here. Yeah, I don't think I've been down here yet. No way.
Raven?
What's he doing here? Oh. Honestly, I find this to be even more confusing. Whoa! Ugh. Yeah, one moment. I gotta take a drink. All right. Does this guy have anything for me? Dog tags or something? I'll just go ahead and put that in. Love this music though. There we go. More bullets. Don't mind if I do. Look at this little guy. So, who has a Vulcan Raven action figure just laying about? Look at him go. And look at all the little pellets collect on the ground. Realistically collect. Watch them realistically bounce and realistically slide and realistically glide. Alright, well, hope you have fun with that. Oh.
Freeze.
No!
Close one. You want to see my Vulcan Raven? I don't mean that in a euphemistic way. It doesn't sound particularly euphemistic, but I think it helps to clarify. You can go in here. Okay, what is going on out here? I mean, I say let's go ahead and just get back right now. Yeah. Alright, so I got people beneath me. We got people all the way. Oh, that one missed. He's like, alright, that one hit. Someone else beneath me, but let's see. Alright. Yeah, there it is. This guy planning on moving? We'll let him figure that out. Alright. Do you have any medicine? I haven't sneezed in a while. I guess I shouldn't be that concerned about it, but I'm worried, okay? If my son were sick, I'd want him to take medicine. Sniff is kind of my son. Yeah, you can hang out over there. Something in this corner? No. Do a little bit of a roll. I love to do that. Alright. Moving over here. And 9 bullets, but I don't need any more. Good friend to have. What about you? You got anything cool for me? Apparently not. Alright. No need for rations. I have 5. I have pretty full. Got the safety sensor. Always nice to have. Oh. Speaking of AV sensor, it's coming this way. Now my AV sensor starts going on. You had to get this close. Alright. Another one down. Whee! Woo! We'll bring you over here to where this USB ammo is. And my ammo there is full too. Alright, well, none of these people are giving me anything anymore, probably because my ammo is full across the board. Hopefully, I guess that also means I don't need medicine either, right? Ooh, I see a hand grenade over there to the left. What the heck? It's my stream, so I'm going to pick him up and carry him all the way over. Well, hopefully you guys are enjoying so far. You can definitely get a feel for the improved focus on the sound design in this level. My understanding, I think, is that sound is supposed to make it harder for enemies to hear you in like a certain area. It's kind of hard to tell whether or not that's true here, right? And I think generally there's a lot of, you know, in this game, this system might be in play, but its functionality is limited, right? But still, this opening level, oh, look at that! Collect every type of weapon on the tanker. All right, well, I'm proud of myself. And you witnessed it. You saw it here first, folks. So yeah, I mean, the tankers section here really does just get an opportunity to showcase just about everything, right? But we got to see all the dynamic weapons and, or not weapons, dynamic objects, right? You can shoot all sorts of, oh my gosh. It did kind of sound like he was waking up, right? My AP sensor was going off. Alright, well, these people are waking back up. What the heck? I don't need to shoot this down. I just need to go through this door. And then I'm just going to assume that it won't open. What's going on over here? Whoa! Hello?
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol of the small room on the port side.
Patrol the small room. Is that my room? Oh, uh-oh. Another set of bombs?
Snake, there's another set of infrared sensors in place. If you touch that, the explosives will detonate and that ship will be pulverized.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through. Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives?
Yeah.
That's the control unit for the sensors.
Correct. Sorry,
Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning.
This is for you guys.
You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But the M9's knockout rounds won't work. The USP you picked up should do the trick. Use that gun.
Okay, it kind of looks like I need to... Oh, shoot. That's not really what I meant. Nope. Close enough. Alright. Whew. I was trying to get into this locker before this guy came to search the room, but... Man, what kind of a poster is this? Front and back? Who got the back poster? Or do they come as a unit? Is that supposed to be his hand? Where's his back, huh? My USB ammo is full, right? Yeah. Alright. Excuse me, sir. Hope you don't mind. Meanwhile, that whole section I was just in earlier, that didn't get loaded out of the game, right? So all the people are still wandering around, waking up, or whatever. Okay. Now the thing with this gun is I don't have the suppressor still, so I just need to make sure nobody freaks out when I shoot it. Okay. All good. And then we can use this just to refill my ammo real quick. Thanks, man. Now, what is over here? You just repaired this, right? So now I can go in here. What's in here?
Freeze.
No!
No! So what is this? This is the lounge again? I guess I didn't actually go check this side out there. Alright, let's just get out of here. You don't need to be here. But, you know, I'll see if this guy has anything on him. Oh my gosh, what are all these gnats? What in the world? You see that? So many gnats. I'm getting the heck out of here. Is I like a particularly stinky guy, or what's up with that? Okay. That thing is still busted, so we are allowed to go through here, right? Oh.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
Okay. Sorry, it looked like it was still busted. I didn't know I couldn't go through. Maybe there was another one I didn't see. Luckily, it just put me right there. Which is nice of them because I have not saved in quite some time. So let's go ahead and do that now. Do that now. I need to get another ancient proverb.
Time to save?
Yes, sir. We can save over, I don't know, who cares?
Another Chinese proverb. Those who look to the heavens prosper. Those who defy it are no more. Do you know this one? The meaning here is... Hold on a sec. That you can only survive as long as you're a part of the natural order of things. You remember pre-ripped jeans? Manufacturers thought that just because people loved old, broken-in jeans, they would want to buy new jeans that looked old. So they purposefully...
What do jeans have to do with nature and order?
No,
Denim should
jeans.
fray and rip on its own, naturally, right? Some designers tried to go against that, and no one bought them. The earnings report from that fiscal year is enough of a proof.
Earnings?
Earnings? I don't know. They still sell those, right? Pre-ripped jeans. Oh, look at that. Up at the top there. There's another thing that it looks like I have to shoot. Alright. Aha, see it? That's why it all exploded. Okay. So that stops that. Then there's a third set. See, those are also still blinking. Looks like, yeah, see right there in the front, it's behind that thing. Let's see if we can gracefully. Nice. Alright. Okay. Good for us. Bad for pre-ripped jeans.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Look at these dynamic lights, huh? Can we go in here? No. Do I need any else? No. So that was my checkpoint. That was where I was supposed to get off the ship, right? But obviously things have not gone according to plan. Okay, nothing here. This guy died, poor guy. I guess we'll just leave him be. Oh, didn't exactly mean to do that, but just trying to open this door and I can't open it either, so we'll just keep flying down this hallway. Oh, uh-oh. And we go in this one. No. Worth a try, though. Depending on who you ask. And we'll just leave them behind. Or just... Whoa!
Strut sighted. Send
Maybe
the
they're gonna
personnel.
Acknowledged. I'm sending additional units to deck 2, port side. Don't let him get away.
Sorry. That was it. That was all your additional personnel. Hello. Anybody else? Okay, there we go. Now that I was like, why am I not allowed to? Some bullet casings here, huh?
Return to your positions. Increase security.
Don't think about what just happened.
Acknowledged. Reinforce deck 2 security and stay sharp for any sign of disturbance.
Stay sharp for like just a little longer, but I mean not significantly longer. Okay, so this is another door that I can't go through, and I guess we know that because on the mini map it's like short little dashes, right? There's another one here, it looks like. Oops. And one more over here. Okay. Makes sense. But we can go through here. And we will. I'll shuffle back here to get myself my extra M9 bullets. And I'm not killing people, so I'm not really using these USP bullets. Another door I can't go through, right? Alrighty. What's down here? More baddies, no doubt. What was this thing? Little notch that I can stand in back here? Oh, there's nothing back there. Okay. Just had to make sure. Anything fun over here? More USB ammo, more rations. I guess I did use some of that, so I'll take that. Can't go in here. It's a nice little effect having all the bugs flying around the lights, right? What's going on over here? Huh? Oh.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Well, except for that intruder we just found.
Until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
What?
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Always with the fathers and the daughters, huh? They're not doing a great job of that so far, right? I kept her safe, don't worry.
Who goes there?
Oh? How did they find me? Gotta crouch, gotta crouch. Don't aim for the lights. Don't do that. Oh my gosh. Not a great aim. We're making it work. Come on. Okay. All right. Please! There we go. Oh. Can't move forward. I guess that's... I did my duty. Hello? Snake, look out behind you!
Oh, who goes there?
You know who that is. Two-arm Ocelot.
Oh, Shalashaska.
I mean, two-arm Shalasashka.
Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
That was a lot of blood, but I guess it makes sense. Okay.
The Colonel will be joining you soon.
What?
Comrade.
Comrade. Okay. More intrigue in
Snake,
store.
are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get
Man,
Metal
I don't
Gear,
know.
we're going right off the fringe.
The Fringe?
The men down here are definitely Marines.
Hey, I know the Shadow Moses incident.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No, I'll have to go around to the bow.
No.
They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed?
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay,
was pretty
Snake.
good.
Let's
Sometimes
go
it was
over
a
this
little
one
goofy,
more
but
time. Use this camera
what
to
this
get
is.
photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have
Oh
a clue.
no.
All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Oh, okay.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S. military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really.
Yeah, really.
Look,
Don't worry about
all
it.
you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button.
Just push the
The
action
app
button.
will
What could be
automatically
easier than
launch and
that?
download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay.
Okay,
So all I
alright.
have to do is push
Shut
the action
up.
button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing.
What?
The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden
I
moves.
won't be making any.
But that doesn't
sudden
mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
All right.
We initiated.
Seems clear enough, right? I'm going to take this moment to go use the restroom. So then I'll start my 7-minute timer, all right? So don't nobody go nowheres. Hopefully you're enjoying things so far. I will be right back. Stay tuned. All right, what's back? What's back? I'm back. How are we doing, ladies and germs? Germs, ladies and germs. Ladies first, germs second. Love the ladies, hate the germs.
The development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these
Look at me,
pirate
bleeding.
forces.
I think I need a bandage. Doesn't it look like I need a bandage? I'm bleeding. Stop blood loss. Yes, please.
That can stand up to a metal.
Okay, I should probably eat one of these rations too. And then we'll keep
Gear
the
is, of course,
well, I guess there's no
another
point, right? Okay, so here's another thing that Kojima was really excited to introduce in this game was the significantly increased number of NPCs, right? We've kind of already seen that, I mean, not only are their levels, you know, slightly bigger and have, you know, a few more enemies to have to contend with, but here it was like, oh my gosh, look, you can have a whole bunch more enemies around, right? As we'll kind of see in the game, it's honestly not, this is kind of one of the very few times where you really do encounter that many bad guys. Mostly because I think the actual, like, mechanics of fighting so many enemies is not really that fun anyway. But it was definitely a point, you know, during development to try and emphasize the number of enemies you could encounter. During development, Kojima was talking. He was comparing it to like the famous battle sequence in Mulan, right, where they have all of the bad guys on the hill. You know, they all come bounding down, and there's like hundreds and hundreds of them. Starship Troopers was another one that he had referenced as examples of, you know, there being tons and tons and tons of enemies. But yeah, you don't really see anything near that many in this game, and this is kind of one of the few examples where they do show up. But it is still supposed to be, I mean, you know, compared to the last game, it's significantly increased, but you're not really fighting this many. They're just almost, you know, obstacles, right? Alright, let's get a move on.
The hundreds, if not thousands, of metal gears that exist all over the world are
took
no
down all
longer
my
a
time
threat.
right there.
The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the
Well, I'm not
moment,
sneezing anymore,
every
right?
industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is
oops.
about to...
Can I save on here? I don't really know how this works, but let's try it.
Do you want to save, Snake?
I would love to save. Alrighty.
Hey, Snake. What's hardest won, most easily lost? It's time. Get it?
Huh?
Amazing how relevant these Chinese proverbs still
Wow.
are. Once the moment's gone, it's gone. Except for daylight savings time, of course. That extra hour to do anything you like with every autumn. Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
Then again, you lose an hour every spring, so
Oh,
I guess the
man.
proverbs are right.
Good point.
Wow. They thought of everything.
Did they even have daylight savings back then?
Of course not. They knew how to save time.
They knew how
We're
to
the
do
ones
it.
that need to be tricked into it.
Yeah, but you said...
The moment never returns, Snake. Let's not waste it on idle questions.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
The voice acting in this, honestly, is like a cut above last time around. It's even better.
A swarm of these Metal Gear
I
derivatives.
love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind.
All these guys are just in
This
here
weapon
to
will render all other Metal
launch a
Gears
video of the guy
obsolete.
talking.
Nations building up their own Metal Gear force would think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order.
Anything cool
We,
back here?
the Marine Corps,
No.
will play a central role in its military affairs.
Excuse me, folks. How we doing on top?
Ours is not
All right.
the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation.
Like,
It is a
this is
fact
so
that players
stupid.
in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project.
Oh,
But I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter.
no, it's not. No,
And it is my
I'm not
greatest
prepared
wish
for this.
never to have her or her children experience.
Whoops. Well, in the last room, they didn't make any sound. What happens now?
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
This is another interesting thing. The game over screen in the Twin Snakes was like completely different from this, right? But in the original Metal Gear Solid, this is exactly what it looked like.
Ours is not the only military
Game
project
over.
devoted to
Didn't
Metal
press
Gear
the
development,
action button
but
fast.
it cannot be more different in nature from the
So is it
Navy's.
because I walked
Theirs is a program that will
slowly?
add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear
Yeah, if I
proliferation.
walk slowly, then you don't.
It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to
Alright, well, I
derail
can't
our
really go that
own
way
Ray
anyway, huh?
project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter.
He has a daughter.
It is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want
That's
to leave
kinda
a
my
better
number
world for
one.
the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty.
Come on. Here we go.
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Left.
This is so funny. You must be tense after my long speech.
During the Sears administration.
You ever been to a meeting and they're like, all right, let's do some jumping jacks.
Proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Not good. I mean, this is exactly what we came for, but it's still not good.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise.
The Army's Rex. Okay, so press square to take photos. Zoom in and out with X and circle.
Deep underwater. Move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline.
Good.
Okay.
Its
Thanks
onboard
for the
joint
confirmation.
tactical information distribution system identifies targets with unerring accuracy.
Does this count? We only need like the one photo, right? It looks like the computer from like a Pokemon. We're just logging in as root, huh? Scott. Who's Scott? Oh. We'll get there eventually. Hey, alright. Police Knots. Kojima's previous game a couple games ago. Whoa. Whoa. What is this? Sensibility programmed image telegraph engine. Whoa. This is beautiful. Who made this GUI? This is awesome. Meow. Now let's view the photos.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first one I'm seeing is Oh, I don't think we can use this.
Yeah, well, it was just for fun.
The next image is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. Okay, last one's coming up.
Oh, there's more? Oh, I guess I'm skipping the dialogue now. Uh-huh. We're done with the image from the right. 3 left to go. 1 each from the front, left, and front, and a close-up of the Marines lettering. Good luck. All right, got it.
And takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means.
There's a guy over here. What's he doing?
This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the Great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before. George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads. But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up costed his influence in the political community. The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability.
Excuse me, everybody.
NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity by specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. You will bear that in mind.
I will bear that in mind.
It is an undeniable fact that there is a force at work in our government and within the military.
Okay, let's see. Camera.
Seeking to control national affairs to suit its own interests.
Is this good?
Metal
Good.
Okay.
Burden of
I need to find a way to
confronting this
get
party,
up so that we can...
thwarting their plans and guiding this nation back to its original path.
Actually, while we're here...
We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship. Intruder to the right!
That was just
Intruder in the back! Intruder to the right!
What is this? You know? What is this?
Intruder in the back! Should that actually happen, I expect you to be prepared. We cannot and will not give up Ray. Stay on your guard at all times.
Good.
Beautiful. Beautiful shot.
Let's continue. This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The
Okay,
future
so
of the
where's
country
the Marines
rests with
letter?
you.
Anybody see any of that anywhere?
The proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology are about to render agreements like the NVT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. The human race is about to slide back into the endless arms race of that last century. And we cannot afford
Found it. Alright, alright.
to play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray you see
Okay.
is here to prevent that possibility.
Hopefully that is good enough. Can we save? I don't know, like if I get caught in a second.
Do you
can I
wanna
just
save,
reload
Snake?
from right where I'm standing? I'm guessing probably not, but we're on such a roll.
The Chinese have a saying.
Do they?
Those who are lost never question a path, and a drowning man doubts not the shallows. And it means that you need to make use of other people's help. Otherwise you could be in trouble. If you're lost, you don't even know whether a road you come across is a right one. And, what's the difference between shallow and deep if you've already drowned?
Plus the deep
right?
family fish.
Anyway, the point is that help is always a good thing to accept. So make good use of the codec.
Look, this stuff seems nothing like what Mei Ling used to talk about.
What? Hey, she couldn't do better herself.
He's doing a pretty good job.
This Metal Gear Ray is a prototype designed to be operated by an onboard pilot. In its final form, Ray will be unmanned, driven by teleexistence and an autonomous control system. The importance of next-generation technology such as C4ISR and RMA in battle situation has been discussed time and again, but Ray is the first to deploy it so fully. With Ray's completion, the Marine Corps...
All right, I think we've got everything we need. This is so amazing. I wish all the software I used to work like this. This looks so good. I guess it's my job. I got to be programming the software to look this good.
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a look. The first one I'm seeing is... You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot.
So this makes it seem like I'm supposed to press a button to continue. I don't want to skip dialogue.
The next one's...
Okay.
Okay, this works. It's a great front view. So, what's the last one gonna be?
What do you think?
This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well. Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
I love it. Did he animate all that in advance?
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray.
I love hearing the Marines talk about a new world order.
That is all.
All right?
Dismissed.
Can I go now? Snake, your footsteps are a little too loud.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer.
I was just excited to be able to clap.
End of a liar.
What?
Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
Well, clearly he's not American. Remember all these guys are supposed to be ready?
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Ooh, Spaghetti Cinema achievement for meeting Revolver Ocelot. Just shoot him already. This guy is not supposed to be here, and he's next to
What do you want?
Nuclear weapon.
This machine will be quite useful.
There's like 100 Marines here.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
It's never easy, is it, Snake? Oh? What the? Oh, now you've done it.
Gerlukovich.
That kind of came out of nowhere, right?
Nobody move. Understood.
Good thing the camera's here. I mean, really, we should be able to... You'd think the Marines would be a bit more capable here.
This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button.
Okay. Is that part of the plan?
That's right. No one has to die needlessly. almost at the target. Get a move on.
Not looking great, folks. Oh, okay. Time for me to take
What
that.
do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War
Why are you
ended,
telling me
my
too many
home was
details?
bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now, you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back.
Who do you think asked there? Oh?
Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Golukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
What? How
Since
dare
when,
you?
Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one.
What's going on?
You and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Not my daughter! All right, everybody. Let's go. Guns blazing. Oh, yeah. Gotta whip off the cape. The cloak. Huh? Dog, dude. He's an ocelot. I don't think they made it.
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
He's an ocelot. Come on. So is he reloading that thing or like? He's a great shot. No doubt. But come on. What are all the other Marines doing in literally the next room over? They like refuse to come in here. They're just too spooked. Okay, don't forget about the
Show's
Semtex.
over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Whoops. Whoa, even the camera guy! No!
Don't let him get away!
Yeah, don't let him get away. Defeat the crowd. Guys, he's moving so slow. Not even one shot grazing him. Don't worry, Snake's got it. Huh? The wackiness has only just begun.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh,
What?
Snake?
What is happening?
You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder
God told me
Naomi
about
passed
that.
you over for the Fox Dive program.
Program.
Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
Sense a little psychomantis in there, even.
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on! We even got to hear Snake's death cry. Nice. Mr. Lukovich. Best of luck to Olga. Bad news for all these folk. Nice watch, though. Yeah, we should probably get out of here. No! No! Oh, yep, that's Liquid, all right. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Don't worry, Snake, you got this.
You don't have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
With this tanker! Yikes. Alright, that was actually pretty bad. Don't! No, he's too important to shoot. Yeah, don't worry, we got it. So they just let the thing, like, deactivated? They didn't, like, have some way of keeping it off while it was in storage? Wow! I gotta say, dude, it's become so much gnarlier than the last one. He even squeals like a dino. Anyway, what was going on? What do you think Otacon's thinking right now?
Otacon, we have a problem.
What is he doing now? He's getting a little drink of water. He is amphibious after all. Ooh. No. He's power washing the whole of the ship. With the screeching, is that like serve a purpose, or is Liquid just having fun? Someone had to do it, you know. Look at that, so amphibious. He's even got a little tail. Wee woo, wee woo.
Proceeding as planned, sir.
Well. That didn't exactly go as planned.
At the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Mr. President. He always says it like Marilyn Monroe. I had to throw another snake in there. Snake! Sorry. Now's not the time. Alright. Time to save. What on earth could possibly happen next? Scientists had to make thousands of calculations to create the atomic bomb and determine its effects. Computers and atomic bombs, both products of World War II, grew up together. Information age. People, so that he just like copied this down from a Smithsonian plaque.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
What? Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
What? The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary.
Whoa! Oh, okay.
You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body.
Don't
alert them to your presence. That is an order.
Okay.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
He's doing his best
We're in
psychomantis.
luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about
it's
SEAL
possible.
Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the back button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the back button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
Come on,
There's
man.
an elevator at the far end of that area.
Context clues.
Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to
Torso
major
pressure.
internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Time to accomplish my main mission. All right, well, here we are. Look familiar, right? Ooh, check out that first-person view. Oh my gosh, so many bugs. And you can squish them. Squish, squish, squish. Squish, squish, squish. So yeah, this is obviously very reminiscent of the opening of Metal Gear Solid 1. I don't really see anything cool around here, although there is a vent that looks like somebody opened. Let's go ahead and open these, though. Nothing. A ration. Don't mind if I do. Look at all that blonde hair sticking out. They couldn't get me a skull suit that fit? I guess these aren't really custom made, huh? Really does a great job of fitting my body, though, that's for sure. Is there something in here? No, it's just shut. I see a ration over there, though. Get over there. All these freaking bugs. Gross. Oh, okay, I can. Whoa! Whee! Look at that. The flip. Alright, sorry. Back down here. Through my bug eyes. Ration obtained. Hang on, it's not a... It is. Okay, let's go in here. I guess maybe this is where that other vent went. That one's closed. This one's also closed. Right? That one was the one that was open. This This one's closed. Does this take us anywhere interesting? Probably not. Alright. Well, that was fun, huh? Hello? Whoa! The bad guy! What do I do? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh! I gotta call Dad.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal. An arrangement with the terrorists.
With the
They become a
terrorists.
band of mercenaries. An army without a country.
Alright, well, thanks for letting me know. Kind of looked like he was just waking up from something. Alright, what's in here? Huh? Oh? Whoa. Okay. Whoa! I know that guy. You know, that reminds me of the last game I played.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team.
Okay, sorry, we've
Looks
already
like a solo
established it's a
job.
possibility.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold.
They're all out cold,
Whoever he is,
yeah!
he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID.
All right.
But for now,
You guys
you
could
can
both
take
stand
advantage
to
of
be
the
a little
situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Oh,
Not nerd. Node. Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the
Okay,
map
then
of
what
the
do I do?
structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The
The
Soliton
Soliton
radar.
True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
True. That
A
did come
radar
in handy.
system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
What do I do?
Just
step
push
by
the
step.
action button in front of the node.
Isn't there a YouTube video I could be following?
The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and
The
allow you
nanomachines will
access
take
to
care
the
of it,
node.
as usual.
Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
All right. So we've only just gotten our taste of Raiden, and oh my gosh, he is a lot. What?
Raiden, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that
not?
all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of a mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon, the ID system will not authorize the action.
But these are black market Russian weapons. How can they be equipped with identification functionality?
They must have been customized by the terrorists themselves. These are professionals we're dealing with, and they certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
I'm guessing it's the same for the Navy SEALs gear?
Right.
How am I supposed to procure weapons then?
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized.
Oh, okay.
Everything you find in the item box is clean. You should know this from your VR training.
Remember,
Okay,
dude?
I know those.
Items in the item box are yours to use at will. They will be your supply source with regards to weaponry and gear.
Okay, so basically Snake is cool and Raiden is not cool. That's the simplest way to explain it. Okay, I know those. You got anything cool for me? Oh, don't mind if I do. All right, nanomachines, work your magic. Oh! I always hated that part. Was that normal? Code name. Alrighty. Obviously, we all know my real name. Mark OK. My birthday. Nationality, not quite. Uganda. Okay, sure. Let's just give it my personal information. Why not? You can see in the background here, E equals MC squared, and MGS 2, and plant equals applant. These other options we mostly had already messed with. Type 2, blood is on. Real-time cutscenes are in full screen. I don't really care about that. Captions are on. First-person view is normal versus inverse. Item window. We can put it in the group. Yep. Quick change is for unequipping. Yeah, okay. What's up?
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Thank you.
Remember your VR training sessions?
Yes, sir.
The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Okay, yes, I've heard this
Your
before.
radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology.
Yes.
You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
What?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
What?
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst.
Meet the mission
She'll
analyst.
be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
Why
The Foxhound
did you
analyst that
do
was supposed
this?
to take part in this mission was in an accident.
Yeah, he got in a car
Rosemary was
accident on the
brought
way
in
to
as a
work.
replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her
Yeah.
disposal.
I mean, it's all the same,
She's never
really.
been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
This is
I
stupid.
have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail
When do
to
I
see...
get to hear that?
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You
You
remember
know I
Shadow
covered it in
Moses?
VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field,
We need
you
to
need
tug
all the
at your
help you can
heartstrings
get.
at every moment.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Get over it.
Rose,
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack.
I'm
But
just a
that
normal
means,
girl
Colonel,
who's worried
that
about
I am
Jack.
not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Given the stupid
I prefer this to
circumstances.
being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Yeah, sure. You know, why not?
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission,
Could you
you
stop
call
calling him
that?
Jack?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies.
Oh, look at
Jack?
What?
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
I'm kind of in the middle of something.
I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack.
That should be your hint.
Take care.
Uh-oh. They about to wake up.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
He's literally standing up right now.
Find somewhere to hide
He's
until
awake.
the elevator arrives.
He's up.
You must
He's looking
stay
at
out
you.
of sight.
He's wondering why you're on the phone. Well, yeah, I didn't really have a great opportunity.
Enemy sight. Requesting backup unit.
Oh, man. Please stop shooting me. Whee! Well, that was kind of silly. But whatever. Look, we made it. That's all that matters. Whee! Okay, well, this is getting pretty ludicrous, right? Wait until you see this.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Oh, like the name of the game?
Liberty?
We have a title!
Their leader is Solid Snake.
What?
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed
Yeah.
my code name.
Right,
in.
But he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
No. Classic Snake, or I mean, Raiden.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all.
Yeah, we forgot the
Stay
daylight
extra
VR
sharp
training.
until you can find a node to log in
300
from.
missions, and they
What
were all
about
at
the
night.
commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on Struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on Strut B.
Strut B?
It's one of the struts. Come on, are you paying attention?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And
sure.
you're on the roof of Strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Okay. All right. And so begins, huh? So what we played before was the tanker mission, and that was pretty much like most all of that was the demo available on the Zone of the Enders disc, right? We saw a bunch of that in the original E3 reveal. But this is the shell mission, and by and large, this is, you know, basically the whole rest of the game. We'll be playing as Raiden, and we will be navigating the big shell. The idea was that if you were like a returning Metal Gear Solid player, you would start with the tanker mission, and that's kind of why it like blitzes through all of the you know, training and everything. Whereas here, you know, they basically treat you like a brand new player, because Raiden is brand new. We got new characters to meet, right? And so the idea was, yeah, if you were a new player, then you could start with the shell instead and just kind of skip the tanker. But I don't know, I mean, the tanker is a lot of fun. It's not that long either. Like, you might as well. But they definitely do, like, pretend like you already are familiar with the last one, and they really do blitz through a lot of the opening stuff. This kind of repeats a lot of the stuff you probably already know if you've played the first game. But it's kind of hard to imagine playing this and just skipping the first section, right? Okay, let's pull up our map here. So here's where we're at. We gotta go get to navigating. Let's, I don't know, call Colonel? We just talk to him?
According to the SEAL Team 10's communications, the President was sighted on Strut B. Raiden, head for Strut B. It's to the northwest of Strut A, your current location.
Strut B.
Cross the connecting bridge between Strut A and B. You can get to the connecting bridge from the first floor. Get down from the roof to the first floor. The node is on the first floor of Strut A. Don't forget to log in. Understood?
Got it. Rose, what's up?
What's up, Jack?
I should probably save, yeah.
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
It doesn't seem like it's okay.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Oh, so
is that
scared?
the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Thanks, Rose. All right. Well, that's about it, huh? So, Strut B. That's over here. That's where we need to go. But yeah, don't have any M9, don't have anything here. I've got rations, I've got a scope, and I do have an AP sensor. But, can't seem to get in here, right? Woo! Check this out, huh? How about this sweetness? One of the big parts of this game, I think, is the verticality. Certainly was not really utilized at all. Oh no! I always forget which button to press.
Jack, what's going on? Answer me! Jack! Jack!
I don't know, he just fell into the water. Did he really die? Okay, so it's not X. Triangle is, I'm guessing how you jump up. But yeah, verticality is a big change in this one. So yeah, it's triangle here. Whoa! Slipped on the bird poop. I just love how lame they make Raiden, you know? Oh wait, yeah, I see it down here. This hole. What? Leave me alone.
Raiden, look at that wire fence.
I'm crawling through it literally right now.
You may be able to crawl through it.
Crouch down using the crawl button. Then push the left stick in the direction you want to move.
Yes,
push
sir.
the crawl button again to stand up.
You can use weapons even while crawling. This is different from VR training, so you keep that in mind.
Yeah. Different how? I'm not exactly sure, but... What?
Raiden,
I just talked to you.
Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
Not
They
important.
don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Alrighty. Anything cool over here? What? Huh?
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay?
Understood.
I'll go check the roof this way. Gotta admit, Raiden's acrobatic flips are pretty cool. Dad, what do I do now?
But it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
I can't do it.
Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
What?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
Okay, that's a great idea. Alright. You think it'll electrocute me this time?
There's somebody there.
No. Well, I tried to go through the door, but I guess I got caught on some geometry. Oh my lord.
It's the enemy. I need help.
Oh my gosh. Guys, come on. Oh, so many of them. I tried to leave. Alright, let's try that again.
No, this isn't happening. Jack, you have to answer me. Jack! Jack!
Alright. Now I get to go through here. It worked that time. Huh? Dad, what do I do? Help, 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 help.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge.
Watch out.
They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any waist-high railing
What's
and push
that?
the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once there, you can move sideways while keeping out of enemy sight.
All right, I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip
Okay,
gauge.
I'm gonna
will
give it
keep
my all.
decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
Copy that.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark
That's
about
just
our
how
presence.
this stuff works.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the
What
guys
about
upstairs
the
that we've secured the
package?
package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is
Easy
on
money.
the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero,
Whoa!
report. Damn it! Cover the president! Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that... Alpha Zero, respond.
What's going on?
All
Respond.
Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Strut to Strut B immediately. Alrighty. So yeah, there was some... Whee! some, they did add hanging to the twin snakes, but again, it was like pretty much useless, you know? Although we did get to make use of that one fun part at the end that did allow us to skip a chunk of the backtracking in that final section. Use some hanging to jump down to another area that let us heat up and cool down the card. But otherwise it was mostly useless, but it was there. Oh my gosh. Another allusion to the last game? This does not look good. Hello? Whoa! Quick, start shooting wildly! Not good for that guy. Sorry, I'm having a moment! Well, sounds like a lot of fun happening in there. Yes. Oh my gosh, so much blood. He's having fun, isn't he? You can tell. What an intro, right?
What's going on? Alpha, respond!
They say it just like the other guys. Alright, I think it's my turn to go in here. Oh, wait, what? Even more blood? Is there a computer in here? Or like a node? Hello? Are they making out? Someone intruding? Dude, for 300 missions, right? And you're not
what
being...
are you?
Very sneaky. It's a good question to ask. What are you?
5 today. Or rather, 6.
Can't forget about Vamp, man. This game needs all the corny bosses it can get. I know, right? Like, there are just so many other crazy bosses in this game. I don't know what else you would describe them as. That's pretty much it, right? They just exist to be, like, the main bad guys you gotta face. But I appreciate that they gotta match the energy of the last game. Let's come up with some other ridiculous people. But his voice acting is on point. He understands the assignment. Absolutely. Phil Lamar. Oh. Pushed him through the wall.
Strange smell. You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Yeah, Queen.
Are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person.
Look at that, look at that.
In the
Slick.
central unit with the president.
Be right there.
No. You gone. But at least I got a working gun somehow. This wasn't somebody else's gun. This was my own gun. The gun I found in a...
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down. My name is Pliskin.
Yeah,
Iroquois
okay.
Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior grade.
Iroquois Pliskin. There he is. Love the hair, Iroquois.
Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Have I seen you before?
What was that about? What
That
was the
suit.
point of that?
Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded.
Huh?
I got bad news for you,
Where
Iroquois.
were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
That's a long story.
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
It's pretty much real.
Sneaking Mission 60.
Oh yeah, you ever do
Weapons
sneaking
80.
Sneaking Mission 60?
Advanced,
VR, huh?
but realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age. That's just great.
That's far more effective than live
Virtual
exercises.
grunt of the
You
digital
don't get
age.
injured in VR, do you?
Hey, remember that?
Every year, a few soldiers
The
die
VR
in
missions
field
from
exercises.
Metal Gear Solid
There's
Integral?
pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference
sense
is it
of
isn't actually
reality.
happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
Uh-huh. Do you think, are we supposed to be watching this in silence? Think about the horrible atrocities of war. So many virtual snakes. Is this yours?
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Oh, wait a minute. Dad's calling.
What's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
The kid's fucked up.
What
with
about the
nanomachines.
president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah. Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
Look,
It's
man.
a little too late for that.
Things are flying off the rails here,
What's
right?
Take a look.
This ain't no VR mission, Colonel.
What the hell?
What?
The Navy captain.
I need to sit down.
Right?
Sorry, it's
Give me a few minutes.
nanomachines.
Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
Great time for a smoke, obviously.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak?
I don't know.
That was Vamp.
That was who?
He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
It's in the name.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after US allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own.
100?
They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You don't remember that? Nobody told you that? Something is up, huh? These little scenes seem to last a little longer than they're supposed to, I think. At least makes me feel a little better about having to just watch war in silence earlier. But I'm not sure what's going on here. Anyway, yep, Fat Man, Fortune, Vamp, and then just George Sears. He wasn't good enough to have his own name. Not clever enough to come up with something.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
Dang.
And buried.
I was really hoping he made it out of that. Oh, no, man. Yep. Snake died.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot?
I didn't tell you anything.
Why? What are you really doing here?
I just thought the place looked cool. I thought it was abandoned.
Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
I only
Keep it
vape.
Anyway. May come in handy.
Oh, Snake's willingly giving up his smokes.
Take this too.
No. Thank you.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero, currently at the bridge between Struts B and C. The President is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
Nah. He'll figure it out. Oh, whoops. Just too slow. Oh well, maybe next time.
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes.
Yeah, I'm not doing so hot.
Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Right.
Hey,
Okay,
what's
see
your
ya.
name?
No. Do a backflip. Do a backflip.
Raiden.
Oh, okay.
Raiden. Strange code name.
Stupid name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Stupid parents.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
See ya. Alright, I'm gonna hang out here and smoke more. Maybe he's suffering from fox die. Okay, anyway, hey. Whee! Gotta use this. I don't think I got to use this yet. Beep boop beep boop. Alright. Nice. Well, before we get too codec'd out, how about we go talk to our buddies?
Raiden.
Did you hear about that?
Team 10 has engaged someone on the BC connecting bridge.
Yeah.
The president is most likely there as well.
I saw that.
The BC connecting bridge is on the north side of Strut B. The president is in danger. Go now.
Okay, I think the president is going to be in danger this whole time. You don't have to tell me that each time.
What's up, Jack?
I would like to save, if you don't mind. Got a proverb for me?
Are you okay?
No.
Yes, thank you.
Not that
It
kind of
really
thing.
scared me at first, but I think I've gotten used to it.
I was pretty
I'll be
freaked
behind
out.
you all the way, so don't worry.
I guess women really are strong.
Not quite. It's not
No.
women that are strong. It's me.
They're not.
Just as long as I can count on you.
Actually, that's not true. It still scares
No,
me to death.
you can't
but
count
I'll
on
be
me.
strong. I'll try. For you.
For you.
Good luck.
Thanks, Rose. Or is it Rosemary? Rosemary. Okay. Anything else around here? Still don't have an M9. But now I have the SOCOM. And some SIGs. Let's see, yeah, this is kind of where I came from, basically, right? And, we are looking to go to the BC Connecting Bridge. I think that's this way, yeah? Guns out. I guess you can hear all of the... Ryan's like, I got this, guys. All right, dead cell number 2. Usnavi. For what that means. Do we keep firing? Yeah, let's keep firing.
What the hell is that?
So it's a woman. Probably don't have much experience
put
with
me
that
out of
in
my misery.
VR missions.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her.
Is she the one they call Fortune?
Let's keep trying. Vamp, what's up? Just throws him off the side. So I guess that's the president and some kind of briefcase.
Queen.
Hey, man.
Don't let them take the president!
Another awesomely ridiculous outfit. And like a giant railgun.
Ready grenades!
That'll work, right?
A dud!
What? You should fire like 10 more. 40 more.
Today is another bad day.
She looks so good.
Is there anyone
in those
here that
boots.
can give me happiness?
Oh! Oh! Well. That's the end of that, huh? This music cue is a little too much. But I love the hair on her face. Whoa. You got it, man. It's all you. You can do this. Keep it up. No! Not enough VR training for that guy. Isn't that like the one thing that they do in boot camp? You gotta climb over the wall? Aww.
I'm so sorry, my beauties. I'll see you again someday.
Well, goodbye. You know, knowing Raiden, I'm shocked he just didn't unload his entire clip.
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped
Another heart
out.
attack. I don't know what happened.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Calm down. It just means they
okay.
anticipated the attack.
What?
Besides, since
It's
the
actually a
SEALs
good
drew their
thing.
fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch. On top of that, we know their defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a
Yeah,
hold
we
of yourself.
wanted this to happen.
The entire mission is in your hands now.
Raiden, get
Do
a
you
hold of
understand?
But
There's no time for questions. They could decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes. But we need to consider the possibility that they'll blow the whole shell. If that toxic spell does take place, it'll devastate not only the harbor, but poison the coastline for generations.
But New York City's tourism industry!
Raiden, we've had to adjust the mission objectives. The priority is now on removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell. The president can wait, but this can't.
President can wait.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them. He was supposed to stand by on Strut C according to their mission plan. You should find him there.
Is this according to simulation 2?
What are you talking about?
Shut
Get
up.
to Strut C and find him.
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
What
Who
does
are they?
April 30th
Dead
have
Cell,
to
I mean.
know?
They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Help!
Snap out of it.
Help!
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've
It's
made up
real,
my mind to
and
stay
that's
with you.
why.
Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank
And I
you,
won't
Rose.
let you be just a dream.
Are you two done? Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
Colonel, why did you invite her onto this mission if you're gonna be like... Will you shut up already? Okay. Well, time to get a move on. There's nobody out here, right? Yeah. But, sure, I'll take these chaff grenades that somebody left behind. Whee! Gotta fit a couple of those in there. Welcome to the dining hall. Okay, you know what I realized is, I don't have Snake on here. I have to call him. I kind of already forgot what his, frequency is. Tune this way, 141.86? No. 141.85? No. 141.96? No. Yeah, I've already forgotten. .85, 140.96. have to Google it. Okay, but first let's go to the men's restroom. Anything in here? Oh, look at that! Another gorgeous poster. Whoa. What about here? No poster here. Okay, well. See, you just, ooh. That was in the Twin Snakes too, right? I'm gonna guess they don't have any posters in the women's restroom, and that's a shame. Oops. Let's go this way. Can't go in there though. What about in here? That sounded bad.
Freeze!
Don't shoot. Leave me alone. I've been through enough today.
You a cop?
I'm not NYPD. I came in with the Bravo team. Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them?
Yeah.
That's bad.
Did I tell you could move?
It's all right. He's not one of the bad guys.
Just like a woman
Don't go
taking
pointing
her
that thing everywhere,
off.
kid.
What happens on this show, you know?
My name is Peter. Peter Stillman.
Lecturer at Nav Scolio at Indian Head. Also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
A poor old man who got dragged along for this picnic.
Yikes.
I thought you'd retired.
Yeah, he sure knows a lot on top of his head.
I did. Can't keep up with everybody, as you can see. A famous church got wiped off the map thanks to me, with too many lives inside. All I lost was this leg.
I'm sorry,
So you're
man.
the bomb disposal guy.
That's what the patch says.
Kid, this is the bomb disposal guy.
The bomb
Open any
disposal
explosives
guy.
disposal textbook and you'll see his name.
Just ancient history now.
Why did they bring you out of retirement then?
Because the terrorist group here
Why did they
includes
bring
one
you
of
out
my
of
students,
retirement then?
the Emperor of Explosives, Fat Man. He built an
Emperor of
atomic bomb when he was only 10. I created him in a sense.
I'm kind of
And
the
that's
little
why
boy.
you're here.
I'm pretty rusty. I was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks like it was taken care of before I had my turn.
I wouldn't say that.
What would you say? Peter?
There are at least 2 people here who can claim to be experts at bomb disposal.
Are you two with SEAL Team 10? I didn't see you at the mission briefing.
Oh, we're with another squad. My name is Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do you have any experience with explosives disposal?
Don't worry about me. And he looks young, but he can do it.
Yeah,
but
he
we
can
need
do it.
more manpower.
I'm,
What's your name?
Ryden.
That's an odd name.
Any other survivors?
There was also an engineer with me.
An engineer?
A skinny guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
Was he killed?
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
I see.
They told me he was a security systems architect for the big shell.
Why would they take a civilian along?
Everything in this structure is computer controlled. He was supposed to get us past all the security measures.
I never heard anything about that.
He had official orders with him.
We'll leave that for later. Right now, we need to figure out how to deal with all the bombs.
But there's no one left from the SEAL's EOD squad.
Yup. So we have to do it ourselves.
but I've never defused a bomb before.
Whoa!
Hold on a sec.
Off to confer with the CO again?
Well, that would have been more exciting of an interruption, if not for this odd cutscene issue. Okay.
Glad to hear Stillman is safe.
What's up?
Assist him in any way possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
Colonel, you know I've never been trained in bomb disposal.
That wasn't
It's
one of the
all
VR
right.
missions?
The man you're working with is the best in the field. All you have to do is follow his directions. You will, of course, keep your identity and mission objectives to yourself.
Is it true that an engineer came in with Stillman?
I wasn't informed of that. It's
I
probably
don't
something
know.
the SEALs decided on their own. There are more important issues at hand, Raiden. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault. Get those C4s neutralized now.
Colonel, I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
You already said
Jack,
that.
it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust me.
I'm
You
here to
haven't
make
had
sure
bomb
you believe in
disposal training
yourself.
per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
Yeah, you're really good at
This
planting
is a little different
C4.
from using C4.
You're up for this. You know that.
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
Sorry, what? Huh? Oh, this?
There's no need to think about this so much. You won't actually be dismantling the bomb. That's not for amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this.
Check this out. I just happen to have a bomb right here. Brought one with me just in case they ran out.
This is a C4 bomb.
What? Oh no, huh? No, what have you done? Stop! Stop! No,
It's
no!
live. You can see it pulsing. You spray this on the sucker and there we go. Simple, huh? The spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
There's no way the thing can detonate in this condition. Even if you leave it alone, it'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal. But this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
That won't be easy. We don't know a thing about Fat Man.
Is there anything that'll help us locate the bombs?
Here, take this with you. It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer. It can recognize ionized gas emitted by C4s.
No, that's snake
what?
oil, man. I'm
In other
sorry. You
words,
got to.
that little gadget sniffs out C4's scent.
Yep, they sold 100 of those to the
I've
U.S. Army.
established a link up with your radar network, so any scent detected will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
Well, that's awfully
What if
convenient.
he's using some other odorless substance?
Well, I don't know, man. I can't think of everything.
I know Fat Man well. I know how into his own aesthetics he is.
Signatures?
Yes. On every bomb he builds, he always leaves a trace of the cologne he uses.
Cologne?
The sensor also picks up that particular scent spectrum.
Is that something he learned from you?
No,
Yep.
It was his own quirk.
That was my thing.
He wouldn't work by any rules except his own, and he followed them like a religion. And common sense wasn't one of his strong points. I thought I taught him everything I knew. I have no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him.
No, so he's more
He
the
had the
little
right
boy,
stuff,
and
you know.
were the fat man.
There's something very unusual about an ability like that. Even at Indian Head, he got special treatment. I remember some people called him one of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't teach him the most important thing I had to tell him. There are some things you have to pass on. The trick is to know which one. Right. All I taught him was skills. And now I have to stop him from using it to destroy us all.
So we're already getting an early look at some of the main themes of the game. What skills I should have passed on to Fat Man? Are you saying that he got bullied too much? That's why he became a terrorist? So is that supposed to be Stillman behind him on the right, I guess? That's Fat Man on the left and Stillman on the right? They're so fuzzy, it's kind of hard to tell. Man, I can't wait to figure out why this is happening.
Let's see how well that sensor works.
All right.
Okay.
I'm activating them. Watch. You see the green stuff on the radar? That's a visual representation of the C4 scent detected by the sensor.
It's a pretty big area, isn't it?
Don't complain.
Oh, yeah.
It's better than nothing.
Come on, what do you want?
Just activate the sensors and search the area, okay?
Just do it.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use the system. Log into the node at every strut and turn the radar on.
We have to keep out of the enemy's sight, too.
Because the radar gets knocked offline when we're spotted?
Exactly. Fat Man would have allotted some C4s here in Strut C as well.
Here?
Here? No.
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
You know this for sure?
Of course. I taught him the techniques he uses. His ideas are based on my theories. Demolition is a
Strictly
kind of
theories.
ideology. It makes no exceptions for time or place.
Demolitions is kind of
Big
an idea.
shell
It's kind of a
consists
religion.
2 hexagons joined end on end, north to south. There should be packets of C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at least that to take a building of this integrity out.
6 on shell 1, another 6 on shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion. And it's
That's my
exactly what he
conclusion.
would have decided as well.
And he makes every single same choice and decision that I would also make. So it's pretty much guaranteed.
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of shell 2.
Yeah. He'll do shell 2.
Take this.
I'm impressed that he's still wearing his tie after all this. Yeah! Need a key card.
What's this?
Ooh, a see-through key
Security
card.
card
Fancy.
issued to shell personnel. The big shell security layout includes varying levels of clearance. The clearance level is identified by the number printed on these doors. Writing, your card key can open doors with security clearance level 1.
See,
Clifton,
since it's
your
marked
card can get you
level
into
1.
level 3 areas.
Oh.
You'll need it to get next door to shell 2.
Well, how come he get... Oh.
How did you get this?
That engineer I told you about gave it to me. He was supposed to program a set of all access cards once we were on site. Unfortunately, this card won't get you into every area of this structure.
But I'm sure you'll figure something out.
We'll have to deal with the remaining security lockouts as they come up. Let's get going.
Let's go. That cutscene was long enough.
You stay here.
What?
No, I'm going.
The 2 of us
you
can
don't look
handle
very
it, don't
mobile.
worry.
But
you'll just slow us down with that leg of yours. There's a war going on here. I don't have time to babysit anymore.
Why don't you just let us handle the grunt work? You can tell us what to do over the radio, like in the original mission plan.
You can check out all the scantily clad
All right.
women.
I'll give you instructions from here. I may also need to prepare a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
In case of what?
Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
Nothing
Who
can possibly
dares
go wrong.
wins.
What?
If anything comes up, let me know.
Why did
My
he say
frequency
that?
is 140.25.
All right. Can't forget
Good
that
luck,
one.
kid. I'll see you later. Semper Fi.
Semper Fi, by the way. Classic
That man's
Snake.
no SEAL.
Yeah, he just wanted to say that.
I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
But he said Semper Fi.
Semper Fi. Marine Corps talk. Normally, team leaders stay in the CP and give orders with those headphones. And as far as I know, SEALs keep their officers away from the field. And who dares wins is a motto of the British Special Air Service.
He was just throwing out a mishmash.
Is he one of the terrorists then?
No, somehow I don't think so.
Somehow,
If there's
I don't
someone to
think so.
suspect, I'd put my money on you.
In fact, I probably shouldn't be telling you this. So how come that cutscene lasted the exact right amount of time?
Just take care of those bombs for now.
Just take care of the bombs and don't blow me up.
What about you? They could be back in this area soon.
I'll hide out in this pantry for a while.
I'll hang out in
If
the
I lock
pantry.
the door, it should be all right. Plenty of food in here too, so you don't need to worry about me.
What kind of
I'll give you instructions by codec from here.
like a bunch of raw potatoes? He's like, I'll be fine.
Good luck, kid. Bomb disposal is a face-off with your own mortality. Don't let the fear get to you.
Oh, yeah. Who
When
said
you
that?
give in
The
to
Army?
fear, the darkness comes.
Classic Air Force motto. We just gotta make sure all the NPCs get out of here. Alright, achievement unlocked. Bomb squad. I now know how to defuse bombs. Okay, so let's make the calls. First of all, thank you, Ian, for helping remind me what the actual codec is for Snake.
I see the old man set you up with a sensor A
Iroquois
unit.
Pliskin.
Aside from C4, explosives continually release their own specific particles. Based on ion mobility spectrometry technology, Sensor A is capable of detecting particle clusters. Simply put, the detector can sniff out C4. The detected C4 appears on radar as a cloud-like shape. The cloud indicates the rough location of the explosive. This sensor looks like it's been specially tuned. It's been specially modified to sniff out the signature odor of C4, combined with Fat Man's special perfume that he uses to identify his work. That's why it won't respond to any of the C4 that we've set up.
Okay. And then, what was it, 140.25, I think, was,
The sensor A that I
Peter
gave you
Stillman?
is set so that the position of bombs will appear on the radar. Didn't I say that if you don't first initialize the radar, you won't get anywhere? Now search for the node.
Yeah, I think he said that.
If you're not sure where the node is, ask your superior officer.
Yeah,
He
ask
should
your
know.
dad. Okay.
The sensor you receive from Stillman visualizes the C4's detected odor on the radar screen. This means that the radar must be enabled in order for you to take advantage of the sensor. Raiden, log into the node first. Strut C's node is to the northwest, in the corner of the mess hall. Make doubly sure you stay out of the enemy sight. If the radar goes offline, the sensor is useless. The C4s will become invisible to you again.
Alright, anything else cool around here? Oh, that's right, I need to use this. Sweet. Thank you very much. More beautiful women. How am I doing on rations? Perfect. So let's pick this guy up. Some other stuff here, I assume. Oh, I really can't turn. This way. Nope, nothing there. What about under here? Let's do a little low. No. Alright. Oh, stand up. Anything else? I don't think so. Oh, but I can go in here now, because I have... Oh, that's right. That's where we were before. And check it out. Looks like there's a bomb that needs to be defused. Where do we think it is? Or is it above us? I don't really see anything in here, yeah? I mean, it was already in here. Well, maybe it's upstairs somewhere, right? Can I see? Not really. These buttons don't do anything. Maybe there's more to investigate. I don't know. Maybe I've already used that. Anything else to look at while I'm around here? I don't think so. Can I get in here?
Everything's okay in here. Get to work on those bombs.
Leave me alone. Okay, well, this seems like a good stopping point, right? Made a lot of progress today. Made it all the way through the tanker mission. Got introduced to our new slew of characters for the Shell mission. And got an idea of what our next set of objectives basically is, right? We are here on the big shell where there's some hostages, including the president. And we have to basically run around and defuse a bunch of bombs and see if we can save the president before they blow up the thing. I guess the whole big shell was built around where the tanker sank in or nearby New York City, right? So that's kind of the connection to the last section of the story. But otherwise, we got new characters, new adventures to go on, new stuff to have happen. So hopefully you've enjoyed watching all of this. I've greatly enjoyed playing. The Twin Snakes is fun. It's kind of an odd remake. It leans a lot on the stuff that this game set the stage for, right? A lot of the different mechanics and visuals and things like that. So I wouldn't say it's like a misguided remake or anything, but it definitely is. It's just doesn't get to use the mechanics as well as this game does. So yeah, I think this is just a ton of fun because it's a game that's actually built around all the neat stuff that we got to see in the Twin Snakes, but this one's much more effective in my opinion. So yeah, really excited to play more. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've played a lot of this, so I'm just having a really fun time, and I guess we'll be back next week to do more. So be sure to tune in next time around. But until then, thanks a ton for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Let's see how I wanna flip to thanks for watching, but I gotta get the music back. So thanks for watching.